वेलकम बैक। पोर्चुगल वर्सेस कोलंबो की आज मैच है। काफी बड़ी मैच है। लाइनअप आ चुकी है और मैंने जो सबसे लाइनअप देखा हूँ, पोर्चुगल ने काफी अच्छे चेंजेस करे हैं। जो चेंजेस मैं इतने टाइम से मांग रहा था, वो चेंजेस पोर्चुगल ने फाइनली आज कर दिए। मैच को स्टार्ट होने में अभी और 25 मिनट्स बाकी है। क्रोएशिया बेट घाना घाना हार चुकी है क्रोएशिया से, तो क्रोएशिया क्वालिफाई फॉर द नॉकआउट स्टेज। घाना को भी फाइट करना पड़ेगा दूसरे बड़ी बहन से घाना। हाँ, ब्रदर ब्रदर ब्रदर, क्रोएशिया ने बहुत अच्छा खेला और ये क्या गोल मारा है क्रोएशिया के बंदे ने आउटसाइड ऑफ द बॉक्स। बहुत बिल्ला गोल स्कोर करा है भाई, बंदे ने बहुत बिल्ला गोल स्कोर करा है। तो चलो भाई, देख लेते हैं अपन अपना पोर्चुगल। पहले अपन देखते हैं कि कोलंबिया की क्या लाइनअप है। आज की कोलंबिया की लाइनअप्स यहाँ है। कोलंबिया की लाइनअप्स, तो भाई कोलंबिया ने अपनी लाइनअप्स में स्टार्ट कराई है लुइस डियाज को, और ये क्या है, कोर्डोबा। कोर्डोबा इन लोग का एज स्ट्राइकर स्टार्ट कर रहा है। लेफ्ट विंगर लुइस डियाज भाई बहुत डिफिकल्ट प्लेयर है। जो हिसाब से लुइस डियाज ड्रिबल करता है, पोर्चुगल की डिफेंस को आज बहुत एक्टिव रहना पड़ेगा, बहुत ज्यादा। ओ सुनील छेत्री ऑन पैनल, बड़ा लेजेंड यार। तो लुइस डियाज भाई स्टार्ट कर रहा है, और ये लोग का स्ट्राइकर है कोर्डोबा, और राइट विंग पे खामेस रोड्रिगेज भाई। खामेस रोड्रिगेज है आज। खामेस रोड्रिगेज भाई, मतलब वो जो कोर्डोबा है ना स्ट्राइकर, उसके लिए काफी प्लेयर्स है जो गेम्स बना सकते हैं, वो प्लेयर्स के लिए। और मिडफील्ड में है पुएर्ता, आर्लास और लिमा। भाई ये लोग के पास मोस्टली है बॉडी फिजिकलिटी। जो कोलंबियन लाइनअप है, ये लोगों के पास फिजिकल पावर बहुत है एज कंपेयर टू पोर्चुगल। तो भाई ये लोग की लाइनअप हमने देख ली। खाली जो दो खतरनाक प्लेयर है जिससे पोर्चुगल को बहुत बच के रहना पड़ेगा आज की मैच में, कोलंबियन लाइनअप्स में जो प्लेयर्स है आज की मैच में जिनसे पोर्चुगल को थोड़ा बच के रहना पड़ेगा, वो है दो प्लेयर, खामेस रोड्रिगेज, लुइस डियाज, और डिफेंड में डी सेंचेज। भाई डिफेंड में डी सेंचेज जैसी बॉडी डालने वाला कोलंबिया में और कोई नहीं है भाई। बहुत एग्रेसिवली खेलता है वो बंदा। सो लेट्स जंप टू द नेक्स्ट भाई। हम देखेंगे अभी नेक्स्ट पोर्चुगल की लाइनअप। पोर्चुगल पोर्चुगल की लाइनअप में भाई क्या बड़ा चेंज करिए पोर्चुगल की लाइनअप में। हेलो हेलो जस्ट गोस humble हम मिडिल। हेलो 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 ब्रदर। So Portugal has changed their lineup today. They have started Pedro Neto on the right wing and left wing João Felix. As usual, midfielder Bruno Fernandes, and more one good change that I was asking for since the start of the World Cup was John Neves should be removed and Ruben Neves should be played. And Vega is back in the defense. Ruben Diaz, as usual, the greatest defender for Portugal. João Cancelo, right back. Costa, our wall in the keeping. And Nuno Mendes, Vitinha. Vitinha is pretty average in this World Cup. And the one and only guy, Cristiano Ronaldo, as a striker. So Portugal are playing 4-2-3-1 formation. Portugal are going for 4-2-3-1 formation, but but this backline, Mendes, Vega, Ruben Diaz and Cancelo have to stop भाई। ये जो बैकलाइन है ना, ये लोग को बहुत डिफिकल्ट पड़ेगी। लुइस डियाज और खामेस रोड्रिगेज, रूबेन नेवेज और ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस को मेजोरिटी बॉल आज की मैच में फोकस होना चाहिए। ये लोग का जॉब फेलिक्स और क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो जितने हो सके ये लाइनअप्स को, ये मिड को, ये राइट बैक को, ये लेफ्ट बैक को क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो और जॉब फेलिक्स की तरफ बॉल खेलना चाहिए कॉज फिनिश करने के लिए। ये पूरा काम डिपेंड करता है फर्नांडिस पे आज के गेम में। बहुत बहुत डिफिकल्ट मैच है भाई। not as per the skills, but जो अपना फिजिकलिटी है, जो पावर है कोलंबिया के पास, वो पोर्चुगल से ज़्यादा है. हेलो 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 एमएनबे, वेयर आर यू फ्रॉम ब्रदर? जयस घोष, वेयर आर यू फ्रॉम ब्रदर? तो जो पावर है कोलंबिया के पास, बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा पावरफुल टीम है कोलंबिया एज कम्पेयर टू पोर्चुगल इन फिजिकल वे. बिकॉज वो लोग बहुत रेकलेस खेलते हैं. They are going to do a lot of fouls on the strikers like Cristiano, Joao Felix, Pedro Neto. So Portugal have to be aware from these dirty tricks to foul the players. So match is going to be start. We are we have the seen both the teams lineups. This is Portuguese lineups and this is Colombian lineup. So what are your thoughts, brother, on this? Do let me know who's gonna win in this. Portuguese lineups are pretty strong, as we know. Portugal is a strong team, and I believe they are gonna win 3-0. Portugal are gonna win 3-0. Cristiano Ronaldo is gonna score braces, 2 goals in today's match. So let's hope our match is going to start as soon as possible. We have discussed about the lineup. Do subscribe the channel. Do subscribe the channel. We have 846 in today's live. We are hoping for 850. Let's hope people do subscribe this channel and we gonna hit today 850. Yes, guy. Are we gonna hit today 850? Subscriber count. Come on, guys. Do subscribe the channel. Match is going to start in 15 minutes. We have the subscriber count. Do support and do subscribe the channel. We have 846. We are aiming for 850 today. 850 for Cristiano Ronaldo goal. 850 for Cristiano Ronaldo goal. Do subscribe for Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, this header by Zidane. Oh, so today's match is very stressful match for each and every Cristiano fan. भाई सब बहुत टेंशन में, बहुत टेंस है जितने भी क्रिस्टियानो फैंस है. We are all are hoping, hoping that Portugal should finish on top of the table. Because if Portugal will finish on top of the table, our route to quarterfinals will be clear. Will be easy. Will be damn easy. Will be damn easy. We're gonna take down in quarterfinals Argentina. They will be easy too. Argentina is not that big team in front of Portugal. And after that, we are gonna face England or France in semi-final. After that, fine. Let's hope Portugal win this World Cup. Pray for Portugal. Pray that Portugal should win this match, or else we have to face England in round of 32. That will be worst. No. Messi is not gonna win the World Cup again. Messi is not gonna win the World Cup again. Messi is not gonna win the World Cup again. I'm pretty stressed. Hello, welcome back. It's time to build up to Colombia against Portugal. So let's start with bringing you these iconic head-to-head showdown brought to you by the Interstar Club. कोलंबिया वर्सेस पोर्चुगल भाई बहुत डिफिकल्ट मैच यार. My heart is pumping. Two hugely influential players to watch out for on this one. Luis Diaz is not a game changer. He could change the course of things for his side Colombia tonight, but then Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo have contributed 2 goals in this World Cup, and he has taken 10 shots, created 5 big chances. Touch in opposite box is 15 for Cristiano Ronaldo. Hoping for the best. बहुत ज़्यादा ऐड है, बहुत ज़्यादा, a lot of ads, a lot of ads. Oh, 68% for Portugal to win. 68% for Portugal to win. This is not gonna done. This is not this easy. इतना easy नहीं है जैसा ये लोग दिखा रहे हैं. This is not this easy. Oh, 68% for Portugal to win. I'm going to say 50-50. It's gonna be mostly draw. But I'm so satisfied that Renato Vega is in the defense and Ruben Neves is back on the midfield. This is too good that Ruben Neves is back on the field. This is too good. Joao Cancelo, Pedro Neto, they should give a chance to Diego Dalot. They should give a chance to Dalot to play. Felix is too good. Bernardo Silva, finally he is not in the lineups. Lamar, Luis Diaz, Cordoba, James, D. Sanchez. Oh, Colombian lineups is too difficult. Sunil Chhetri is in the panel for FIFA World Cup. He is in USA. Seeing my own country legend sitting in a panel with another legends of different countries made me proud. Ah, match is going to be started. Match is going to be started. Guys, match is going to start. Do subscribe the channel. My hands are shivering. Hope for the best. Portugal have to score in first half, at least two goals. They have to keep 2-0 in first half. They can't play defensive game against Colombia. Playing playing defensive game against Colombia will be a shitty, shitty tactics. Playing defensive against Colombia will be too shitty tactics. They have to be upfront. They have to pass the ball to Cristiano Ronaldo or Joao Felix. They have two good finisher in the lineups, Joao Felix and Cristiano Ronaldo. They have to play them. Yeah, it's 10 minutes left. They're still showing us the ads. Why? Why so much ads in a football game? I don't know this, yeah. Why so much ads? Why so much ads in a football game, yeah? Then to an Indian ads. Indian ads in a football game. Come on. Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo. Hope Cristiano scored today. Again, again, and again, and again. Oof.
In recent years, it's been about James Rodriguez for Colombia, but Luis Diaz has taken over as a real star on the world stage. We get to see him tonight. We do, yeah. I mean, he's obviously been electric for Bayern Munich this season as well. In the qualifying campaign, he was instrumental in helping Colombia qualify for these World Cup, as well as Rodriguez. So those two together, their combination, there's a huge responsibility on both of their shoulders. We've mentioned him already, but Portugal isn't just about Ronaldo these days, is it? When you look at their squad, they've got some smashing players. Vitinho, João Neves, Nuno Mendes, Bernardo Silva,
Who the
etc.,
fuck?
etc. Ruben
Who the fuck
Diaz
he
there,
is?
who we're looking at now.
Who
It's
made
a
him
long
sit in
list
the
of real
commentary panel?
quality. Yeah, they certainly do. They have some real talent within this group of players. The question is, can Roberto Martinez get the best out of the group? Not only Cristiano Ronaldo, but the entire group. He's going to need to for Portugal to go all the way. Final few moments of relative quiet for the players as they enter the cauldron of the Miami Stadium. Top spot in Group K up for grabs on this sultry Miami evening as Colombia and Portugal meet for the first time, the hottest ticket around. So many Colombians based here, and of course, the presence of Cristiano Ronaldo always adds an extra match day buzz. You might say it's something of a tale of two number sevens tonight, with Luis Diaz stepping up to show his class for Colombia on the big stage as well. Two
Portugal
wins
have
out
to
of
win.
two has the South
It's a
Americans in the
must
box seat
win match.
already through and looking to win all three group games of the World Cup for only the second time in their history. But a 5-0 win in their second match saw Portugal back on form and now with eyes on overhauling their opponents this evening. There is an incentive to finish first here, as the group winners will be up against a third place finisher, Ghana, while second place brings with it the prospect of a round of 32 clash against the Group L runners up, Croatia. A draw gets the job done and wins the group for Nesta Lorenzoni's team. Portugal need all 3 points. Their form pretty consistent, losing only 2 of the last 22. Colombia, though, have lost to European opposition twice as recently as March, beaten by both France and by Croatia. Tickets for this one have been amongst the most sought after of the whole group stage. And as the two squads line up either side of the halfway line, the anthems will be next. Please rise with your table for the playing of the national anthem of Colombia.
Oh. Thank you for joining. How much these countries love countries people love their own country. Their national anthem they are singing with so much of passion. I can look passion in their eyes when their national anthems are playing as compared to the Indians. Cristiano Ronaldo. Georgina and Cristiano Jr. is in the house. दिया गया जूता. Again an advertisement. This is so rubbish. Again and again advertisement, advertisement, advertisement. Why?
What happens when the game changes?
क्यों बार बार खाली एडवर्टीजमेंट दिखाना है यार. Start the game.
Keep playing, keep celebrating, and if they keep talking, keep them talking. Because no matter how far you've come, you keep walking. Safe to say it's the most colourful crowd we've seen so far here in Miami. It certainly has, yeah. It's been very, very colourful. The costumes, there's been a whole variety of different types of colours, of types of costumes that we've seen. It's been the best so far this tournament. We've experienced here in Miami anyway. Colombia's players there, their starting 11 backed by the vast majority of the crowd inside the stadium, I have to say. Our referee this evening is the Australian Ali Reza Fagani, who takes charge of his second match here following on from France's 3-1 victory over Senegal. He was the referee at last summer's World Cup final between Chelsea and PSG. The team in the VAR room, led by the Frenchman Jérôme Brissard. Colombia make three changes for this final group game, two of them in defence. Right back Daniel Munoz has opened the scoring in both matches so far, but Santiago Arias is in for this one. While on the left, David Machado starts instead of Jean Mojica. The other changes up front where Jean Cordoba is preferred to Luis Suarez. James Rodriguez remains the playmaker in chief. He sets a new national record with his 11th World Cup appearance, while Luis Diaz was the top scorer in qualifying with 7. Portugal got back in the groove against Uzbekistan, putting 5 past them, and Roberto Martinez sticks mostly with the same team today. There's one change, and it comes in central midfield, where Ruben Neves plays his first minutes of the tournament, while João Neves is on the bench. Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice last time out. He leads the attack once more, making the 25th World Cup appearance of his career, equaling Lothar Matthäus, with only Lionel Messi ahead on 28 appearances. Now both sets of players are now gathering around the centre circle, and shortly we will observe a moment of silence in the stadium here, which will be in memory of the victims of the recent earthquakes in Venezuela. Here we go in Miami. There haven't been many more eagerly anticipated group stage matches like this 2026 FIFA World Cup. It's absolutely packed here on a humid, sultry night. And Colombia will get us underway any moment now. The countdown is on. And on the whistle of Ali Reza Bagani, our referee from Australia, we are underway here. Some of the groups have got devilishly complicated scenarios on the final match day. Not this one. Portugal win the group if they win this game. Colombia if they draw it.
Yeah, they've got so much to play for, haven't they? Portugal really will be looking for that top spot. Finishing second in the group certainly is not, it's not the one they want to be going for. They want to be going for a slight more of an advantage of finishing top. And obviously Colombia will be doing whatever they can to hold on to that top spot. And so far they've been very good value for money in their performances in this tournament.
First touch of the ball there for Vargas, the goalkeeper of Colombia. He's conceded one goal so far at the World Cup to Uzbekistan with clean sheet against DR Congo. Long off the boots of Davinson Sanchez. Here's the turn of Diaz. First touch for Colombia's number 7. Early pressure and just over the top. Córdoba almost able to give Colombia the perfect start to the game.
Portugal are not doing well.
That's a big chance for Colombia, isn't it? You see there, Luis Diaz does so
Why
well.
else is
The long
being
ball
cold?
from Vargas up to the back. Uses his
They are
body
not playing
very
that
well,
well,
tucks
yaar.
inside. As he gets that shot, yes, they get a bit of
Here is
flexion,
a
they get a bit of luck.
big being
You
cold.
expect John Córdoba to
It
at
could
least
be
get on target. That is a
बहुत
big
गंदा गोल
chance.
था.
At the back in field of Jean Felix. Forward off the boot of Santiago Arias. Right
यार
start here
भाई,
from Colombia. Offside. Flag goes up against Arias, galloping down the near
यार
side.
बहुत बड़ा
Interesting
lose
one with
goal है
Daniel
यार.
Munoz, the right back,
They have,
not playing today. Arias,
I
very
don't know,
experienced. He was their
just
first
watch it.
choice right back the last time they were at the World Cup in 2018. But Munoz, maybe he's got an injury. We're not 100% sure.
Yeah, I would think that he might have an injury because of doing something or because he scored 2 goals. The leading goal scorer for Colombia at this World Cup so far. He's so dangerous down this right-hand side. So it was definitely a surprise to see him on the bench.
Yeah, you can make a case for Munoz being the best right back at this World Cup so far in the group stages. But Vega to the near side. Here's Nuno Mendes. So much talent in this Portuguese squad. Little change in midfield today. Vitinha's got a new partner, one he's used to playing with, Ruben Neves. And here's Ruben Diaz, who's very much one of the first names on the team sheet for club and for his country.
Yeah, they've got real strength and depth, haven't they, Portugal? It's really about Roberto Martinez finding those right combinations. He's got the luxury to bring in a player like Ruben Neves. And if you look at the combination of Vitinha in there, he's been brilliant for PSG the last couple of seasons. He is a world-class player. They've just got to find the right combinations to get the ball in the box, not only to serve Ronaldo, but for the rest of the team to also perform at the level they need to go deep in this tournament.
You can see they've been trying to get Vitinha onto the ball here in the last minute or two. There will be a free kick for the challenge by Jean Arias or Nuno Mendes. But Vitinha's ability to dictate the pace and the flow of the game could be key.
Oh, I think it will be. Yeah, I mean, midfield is a huge battle, isn't it, between the two sides. Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes and Ruben Neves, they'll look to try and control that midfield. You see with Fernandes, he likes to just find those little pockets. He drifts all over the park. He's got the ability to get the ball, he's back to goal, turn, and hit a massive diagonal and just tear teams apart.
So Bruno Fernandes ready to take this one. What have Portugal been working on here with their set-piece coach, Austin McPhee? Well, one which on this occasion doesn't quite come off. Arias with the chance to turn the ball away. And first time off the boot of Ruben Neves.
A bit of a wasted opportunity there from Ruben Neves. Had time to take it down. Boys in the box. I think Portugal did really well. Pressure on the ball, not allowing Colombia to play out of the back. Just a poor decision in the end.
Nuno Mendes happy to leave it for Renato Vega.
Slightly overhit that one. I'm not sure what he's thinking Joel Felix is going to do with that one as it was rocketed towards him.
to those Portuguese fans there making their presence felt, but they are greatly outnumbered here by those wearing the yellow shirts of Colombia. Out of play off the head of Vega, the 22-year-old, playing alongside Ruben Diaz at the back for Portugal. He's played in 5 countries already, even at the age of 22, and currently with Villarreal in Spain. Pressure there on Costa, the goalkeeper, didn't quite fall quickly enough. Vega's header away. Ronaldo. You can tell he's got the ball by the reaction of the crowd, the mostly pro-Colombian crowd.
Yeah, obviously he's an easy target, isn't he? Someone that the crowd love to hate, certainly when it's an opposition. He's obviously an absolute legend in the game. He's someone that has been under pressure, hasn't kind of hit his strides quite yet.
It's Colombia's throw, and Santiago Arias, the man to take it, winning his 69th cap for his country. Didn't exactly make the best of that.
This one taking too long. Referee was really quick on the spot to then change over the throw-in to Portugal. So it's about getting the game flowing more. These quicker throw-ins certainly adds to the tempo of the game.
Bit of space here for Bruno Fernandes. Now Felix. Finely crafted cross, and just a little too far for Pedro Neto. Not by much.
Yeah, just off, isn't it? That was the right ball. Got Felix to look up, saw the run, the overlapping run of Pedro Neto, just out of his reach. Otherwise, he gets ahead onto that, back in the danger area. Cristiano Ronaldo is ready to pounce.
He's an interesting one, isn't he, João Felix? Undoubtedly very, very talented, and he's got quite a resume of clubs that he's played for. But has he really hit the heights that people thought he might? Maybe we'll get back to that, because Cordoba sent it away to the far side, and it was too pacey and too far forward for Diaz to stand a chance of getting on the end of it from James Rodriguez.
In the opening 7 or 8 minutes now, we're already seeing that it's going to be a real battle between John Cordoba and the Portuguese defenders in Vega and Diaz. There's a real battle, physical element to it.
Real test here for David Machado on the far side. Neves into Fernandes. Nicely worked away to João Cancelo. Neto finding Fernandes. Here's Vitinha, a winner of the Champions League in each of the past 2 seasons, and on this occasion it breaks down with the pass from Ruben Neves. Well, FIFA's president wasn't about to miss this one. Marco Rubio there alongside him. Sent forward off the boot of Sanchez, who's just won the league in Turkey with Galatasaray. Nuno Mendes, teammate at club level of Vitinha, who he just gave the ball to. Diaz. That was a little bit loose there from Ruben Diaz. But the skill was impressive from Pedro Neto to retain possession. Here comes Nuno Mendes, striding purposefully forward. Arias holding him up for now. That'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, it's good little play there, honestly, from Pedro Neto to keep that ball in. Great little skill. He's got such pace and agility to keep that in play. And the switch was also very good. Nuno Mendes just slightly gets it caught under his feet. But it's again going to be a really nice battle down this left-hand side for Portugal and Colombia, trying to deal with the threat of Nuno Mendes.
Yeah, absolutely. Arias is 34 now, a solid, reliable player. He played in the final of the Copa America in 2024, This is his first appearance at this World Cup, but he did play in both of their warm-up matches prior to the tournament. Here's John Lukumi. Puerta. Into Diaz. Only Lionel Messi scored more goals than Luis Diaz in the South American qualifiers. Arias, Jefferson Lerma. He's hurried by Renato Vega. Neves. Neto chasing back. Cancelo.
You already see with the pace of this game that Colombia are in possession, not afraid to get their players forward. Arias down the right hand side, Machado down the left hand side, are playing really high up the park.
There's been a goal in the other game in the group. DR Congo 0, Uzbekistan 1 in Atlanta. The other game in Group A. Ronaldo. Looking busy. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo down after colliding with Jefferson Lerma off the ball. But back on his feet and back in the game. Bruno Fernandes tees it up and doesn't come close.
It's a little bit wayward there from Bruno Fernandes. Had a little bit of space. Possibly took the wrong option, but fancy himself in that sort of distance. We've seen him do it time and time again. Hit some really good strikes from distance. On occasion, just slightly gets it wrong.
231st cap for Cristiano Ronaldo. 145 international goals. Extraordinary. Here's Sanchez. They've got like home matches, all three of the group games actually for Colombia. The first two of them were played in Mexico. And this one here, with so many Colombian people living in this part of the United States. Gustavo Puerta away to the far side. This is Rodriguez, who's still the creative force in so many ways for this Colombian team. Remember, he was one of the outstanding players at the World Cup in 2014. Cordoba waits in the middle. Machado is well forward here as well, the fullback, Arias. Sanchez away from João Felix, and Davinson Sanchez still brings it. Luis Diaz. Away from Neto. It's a chase for Santiago Arias, but he's made it. Lerma. The possession here from Colombia, looking to prize open an opportunity. And Puerta hurriedly blasts it.
Yeah, never really under too much pressure for Portugal. Very well organised, shot them across well. Trying to get out to the ball. We can see already this game's going to be played at a high tempo. Both sides are not giving either of them enough time on the ball. Looking to close down. Vega there just does enough to put off for the shot on goal from Puerta there. A little bit wayward as well, his strike. However, sets up for a really good battle between both these sides.
Yeah, Gustavo Puerta really brings box-to-box energy, and we saw some of that there. It was just the end product that was missing. Renato Vega for Portugal. Now a chance for Pedro Neto to run. Support arriving. Cancelo looking for Ronaldo. Lukumi was there. towards Cordoba. João Felix, Vitinha. Mendes. It's Ronaldo, Vitinha. Patient from Portugal.
Yeah, not a lot of movement off the ball. That's what something Portugal needs to certainly up some of this game. They're able to unlock this Colombian defence. They're going to have to have a bit more movement off the ball. A lot of static players.
Consistent possession. Now they look to burst into life, and Arias with a header away. And John Arias. To deny Cordoba.
Portugal is playing worse,
Playing tonight
worse,
instead of
worse,
Luis
worse,
Suarez of
worse.
Sporting, who's on the bench.
Portugal are
Terrific
playing
save
very worse game.
from the Porto goalkeeper to keep it at 0-0. But here come Colombia again. It's whipped in, and Diogo Costa's there. Flags up on the near side.
Yeah, he just wasn't taking a risk, was he? With that shot on goal, he knew he's under a lot of pressure. Just decided to get his body behind the ball, get his fist behind it, just get it away from the danger area. See the running in, I think it's Luis Diaz is potentially offside. That's why he's given the free kick. But it's good goalkeeping.
कोलंबिया जब भी अटैक ले रही है ना वैसा लग रहा है गोल स्कोर कर देगी। पोर्चुगल के पास पोटेंशियल ही नहीं दिख रहा, क्या पता क्यों पोर्चुगल अटैक पे ही नहीं जा
Nuno
रही
Mendes. Vitinha. The man who
है। एक
makes
बार भी
the
पोर्चुगल
midfield
अटैक पे
tick.
नहीं गई।
Here he is again. Yeah, half a dozen attempts on goal already from Colombia. The only attempt on target so far coming from the South American side here. Not quite 20 minutes into this one.
Yeah, been a lot more direct, haven't they, Colombia, when they've actually broke from Portugal, breaking the lines, getting bodies forward. We've seen it already, not afraid to get their two fullbacks up at the same time. Machado to the left, Arias down the right.
There's Daniel Munoz on the left of your picture. He has been outstanding for Colombia at the World Cup so far.
Yeah, I think he's been spoken to by the referee as well. They've been told to go into the dugout. Not happy with him sitting outside the dugout.
बहुत गंदा खेली पोर्चुगल। कोलंबिया एकदम
Don
आगे
Arias
खेल रही है।
away from Nuno Mendes, or is he? No, Nuno Mendes makes the challenge, and referee Pagani says, play on.
Nuno Mendes' recovery is excellent. It's really good. He uses a lot of his body strength to win the ball back. I think Arias thought he was away, but left Mendes in his way, but Mendes' recovery was excellent.
Vitinha. Ruben Diaz. Lovely crafted pass from Nuno Mendes into Joao Felix. Davinson Sanchez was right on him. A little bit hurried with the clearance under pressure. Nicely
कोलंबिया
controlled by
बहुत
Puerto.
ढीला खेल रही है, बहुत ढीला खेल रही है कोलंबिया।
Well, Arias there, I think, was trying to win a throw-in. Colombia's had some really good energy in this first 20 minutes. They've been really quick in the face of the Portugal players, not afraid to be a bit physical. Just wonder how uncomfortable it's going to be for Portugal tonight with that physical challenge.
क्या
That from
प्रेशर कर
James
रही है,
Rodriguez there.
क्या
Yeah,
प्रेशर
they're
कर रही
well
है
organised.
कोलंबिया।
They're timing it very well. They're very coordinated in their pressing. But for Portugal at the moment, it's difficult for them to get through the lines. Ruben Neves. Bruno Fernandes chasing hard in Joao Felix. Gloria Estefan watching on,
बहुत
famous
बेकार
Miami
खेल रही है,
resident.
बहुत बेकार।
Singer of global renown for many years. Gustavo Puerta with some space now and a chance to bring Machado into the game. Luis Diaz on the edge of the box. Here's Jefferson Lerma. Lerma finds James Rodriguez. Lovely little pass. John Arias! And it's cleared off the line. Yeah, superb defending by Ruben Neves. Yeah, very, very close once again. Great play from Colombia. Just their transition is really quick, really high energy. It's catching Portugal
Portugal is
out.
not winning the
They're
World
able to
Cup.
handle the
Portugal
physical
needs to
element of the game so far in this game. Colombia right in their face. James Rodriguez, you watch him, just finds a space. He doesn't move as much as he used to. Maybe not as
He can't
mobile,
even stand
but it's
against
just his wandering in the space has
teams
really
like
caused
this.
Portugal problems. Coutinho
Portugal are
just
not
skips
going to win the
away
World Cup.
from trouble and
They have
forward
not
it goes. It's long. It's a
potential.
good ball towards Pedro Neto
They are not
and
potential for this.
Camilo Vargas swiftly off his line. Coutinho, Ronaldo, free kick, right in front of the referee. The one moment of the game where it's a little bit of a lazy challenge there from John Arias. Yeah, he just caught out of position, wrong side of Ronaldo. Just runs into the back of him. Just needless free kick to give away. That's such a dangerous area. We see the chance at James Rodriguez. Great vision. Lays it off. Not sure whether that shot from Arias was heading into that far corner. But couldn't take
Portugal
any
are not
risks.
winning this World
Ruben
Cup.
Neves is the one that clears the danger. Well, we've seen one or two very clever free kick routines from Portugal already here at the World Cup. Yeah, this just feels like a Ronaldo attempt. Pedro Neto and Bruno Fernandes, the other two players either side of the ball here, just bringing that element of doubt for Colombia, but there was never really any doubt as to the likely taker. Yeah, it didn't really hit the strike away, did he? The one that he wanted didn't quite get the full force behind the ball, get to move a bit more. That was the only way to cause problems. Portugal deciding to just wait until a few more yellow-shirted teammates had arrived on the scene. Rodriguez. Diaz. It's James Rodriguez once more.
मैं लैपटॉप खोलूं?
Way too much space. Give him time the ball. Well, his quality. He just picks you apart. Here's the free kick from Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, never quite got the cross behind the ball. That's an easy pick up for the goalkeeper. First hydration break off the match. It's Colombia now.
कोई नहीं है। Portugal not winning. Nothing this World Cup. Nothing. It's very difficult भाई पोर्चुगल के लिए कुछ भी जीतना और यार वो लोग कुछ बना ही नहीं पा रहे गेम में कोलंबिया जैसी टीम के सामने यार क्या बोलूं कोलंबिया के सामने दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग even score a goal yaar they are struggling
So
against
midway through
Colombia
the first half, still awaiting our first goal of the match, but certainly not for the want of trying. There's been an intensity about the way that Colombia have approached the opening quarter of the game, Mark, and perhaps a little bit more pace about their play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, it's been impressive. They started with real high energy, and that's something I'm not quite sure with Portugal. They like a slower build-up, and Colombia's not really allowing them too often that luxury. The only time they do that is when they've got everyone behind the ball, and they're happy enough for Portugal to be quite some distance away, have that possession until they start to come to a certain area of the final third. That's when Colombia look to engage, and they do it very, very well organised.
Strength-sapping evening for the players, though, weather-wise.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. I mean, that's for Portugal probably the biggest challenge. Colombian players, probably a lot of them will be used to this kind of climate.
Colombia playing at their 7th World Cup. They didn't qualify for the last one in Qatar. Delivery from James Rodriguez not finding its intended target. The touch from Ronaldo conceding possession. Sanchez here now into Gustavo Puerta. Diaz. They've got goals in them, this Colombia side. Only Argentina, with 31, scored more goals than they in South American qualifying. Colombia with 28. Lerma, who's played more matches in the Premier League in England than any other Colombian now, is with Crystal Palace. 192 games in the top flight in England. As Rodriguez, what vision and what a pass as well. Finding Machado, Diaz. Colombia on the front foot here. Lerma. Sanchez. Arias. Was trying to find Luis Diaz. On the Kumi across. Rare touch of the ball so far in the match for Colombia's goalkeeper, Vargas.
Colombia will be happy with the way the game's played out so far. They've obviously been able to set the pace, set the tone of the game. Now they're happy enough just to slow the pace down a little bit.
James Rodriguez. Sanchez looking for Colombia's number 10 once more. clearly not entirely in agreement with the decision of the officials.
The referee is the one that's given the corner, actually. The referee's overruled the linesman. We'll see it. Really tough to see whether there is a touch or not. James Rodriguez was there. He was adamant there was a touch.
Portugal's players still unhappy about that decision, but Colombia with the corner kick.
It's been looked at as a goal kick. It's got word through that it is actually a goal kick, not a corner. So Portugal players were adamant it wasn't. James Rodriguez was. That is so close.
That is one of the rules now, isn't it? They are allowed to do that in that circumstance if it's incorrectly called.
Yeah, that's correct, yep.
Santiago Arias getting pretty tight there on João Felix. It mattered not though. Lovely little pass from Bruno Fernandes, but Ronaldo was offside.
Yeah, it just didn't look down the line, did he? I mean, he's running away from the centre of the pitch. He's just not looking at his line, just can't keep his line behind that last defender. And he's offside by quite a considerable amount.
Reminder that as it stands, it would be Colombia winning the group. Colombia will play Ghana in Kansas City on the 3rd of July in the round of 32. The runner-up in the group face Croatia in Toronto on the 2nd. Ronaldo's return ball. Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo on the deck. Advantage played by the referee. Portugal applying some pressure. And Colombia with a chance to clear. Sturdy header from Ruben Diaz. Free kick.
Yeah, he's just gone right through James Rodriguez. A real physical challenge. Let's see, it's trying to stop Colombia making a quick transition, quick counter-attack. You see the minute that ball goes through, and there was Watchalong running down the left-hand side. They're trying to get numbers forward really quickly and try and catch Portugal out.
वो इंटेंस वाली मैच है बट इतना कुछ समझ नहीं सकते और
President of Inter Miami watching on here as part of a full house for this final group match for these two nations. First time they've ever faced each other on the pitch. Diaz into Puerta. Lerma to John Arias. Portugal digging in deep. Santiago Arias, it's just in behind Cordoba. And out of play on Felix.
Cordoba just couldn't get control of that ball. Was hitting with a bit of pace, a little bit behind him. Almost his touch led to falling for one of his teammates, and Portugal were very quick to react with the danger.
Nothing in it so far, remaining goalless. Colombia, though, have found the net the last 11 times they've played at the World Cup.
So ball comes across there, just slightly in behind. I think they were doing a check, see where there was a penalty. Wasn't enough in it.
Portugal's are playing
Gustavo
a
Puerta.
rubbish game ever.
He's based in Spain
Most
with
important game.
Racing
They
Santander.
are doing the shoots. Get again.
John Lukumi.
They do this kind of thing.
Number one based in
हमेशा ये
with
करते
Bologna.
Portugal.
Sanchez.
जितनी important गेम रहेगी उतना गान चलेगा. जितना इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा उतना ही खाना है। बहुत डिफेंसिव भी जा रहे हैं, अटैक कर भी नहीं पा रहे हैं।
The game is slowed markedly down since that hydration break. Taking a little bit longer to get going. There was obviously in that first 25 minutes or so quite a high tempo being played in this heat. It's certainly going to affect the players.
बहुत भान
In towards Cordoba, challenged by Renato Vega. Free kick Colombia.
फाउल कर दी।
Maybe just a little bit too forceful there for Renato Vega. Cordoba's been up against these, had a real battle with Vega. You can see there, yeah, right into his back. No real attempt to go for the ball from Vega. He's had a good season actually, Cordoba. He's based in Russia with Krasnodar. 22 goals in 41 appearances this season. Matt Damon as well there at Miami Stadium for this decisive final Group K fixture. James Rodriguez, Arias, and that was rather more straightforward before Diogo Costa than it might have been. Yeah, poor cross into the box from Arias. Really good position. I think he just slightly rushes it. Got so much space, time to look across, pick out a man.
क्या कर रहे हो?
Full recovery time a little bit shorter for Colombia. Recovery twice as quick as Portugal so far in the game.
लोग देख रहे सामने अटैक कर रहे हैं।
Result of Colombia having the better chances. Diaz across.
That's it.
And away comes Nuno Mendes.
अक्सर मंदी वाला गेम ही नहीं खेल रही है, खाली पीछे खेल रही है, खाली पीछे।
Bruno Fernandes into Ronaldo. This is Pedro Neto. Vitinha looking to tee it up. Challenge made by John Arias. Header away by Lerma. João Cancelo. Safely seen behind. Wasted opportunity for Portugal. Colombia just couldn't clear their lines, and got fortunate enough to be able to recycle the ball, get another ball in the box, and unfortunately Cancelo just overhits it. That's a poor cross from a player of his quality. Well, there's a man who was under real pressure after the opening group stage fixture. Portugal drawing 1-1 with DR Congo, but then that pressure relieved somewhat with a 5-0 win over Uzbekistan in their second match. Colombia quick out of the blocks, 3-1 winners over Uzbekistan, and then winners over DR Congo by 1-0. Vega wins the ball. Referee says fairly. This is with João Cancelo. He's another one like João Felix with a very impressive resume of clubs that he's played for. Most recently Barcelona on loan from Al Hilal, and here he is now. Looking for Bruno Fernandes. A chance denied by Vargas. Ronaldo goes for the spectacular. Colombia survive. Best we've seen from Portugal so far. João Felix. And an opportunity to clear for Davinson Sanchez.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि खाली अटैक करो, खाली अटैक करो।
Vitinha.
जितना हो सके उतना अटैक करते रहो।
Fernandes. Tight space. Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. That was Pedro Neto. Vitinha again. All hands on deck for Colombia now. All of a sudden, Ruben Neves.
Ruben Neves, भाई क्या शॉट मारा है,
some real sustained pressure there from
क्या शॉट मारा है।
Ruben Neves from distance. Yeah, he wants a corner because it took a deflection. Yeah, it does take a big deflection there. Unfortunately, the way the rules are, it's not going to be overturned. Still his chance.
João Cancelo ने अच्छा गेम बनाया था, ये मैं बोल रहा हूँ। Watchalong should play only attack ball.
Point blank, stays big.
But
That's a big hand, a massive save for Colombia.
We should have
Yeah, he's
finished
been
it
finally
very
getting his
calmly.
chance over the last 3 years or so. Camilo Vargas, for a long time, he was the understudy to David Ospina. Ospina on the bench as part of the World Cup squad here for Colombia this time.
He does really well because he just holds his ground. He doesn't go early, just reacts to the shot. Okay, he's a little bit fortunate at him and a little bit high, but because he keeps on his feet, reaction's brilliant.
Interesting one there off the ball. João Felix with a little shove, which sent Santiago Arias to the floor. Here it is. Across to have a quiet word. Good challenge by Bruno Fernandes. Away from Davinson Sanchez. Here's Ronaldo. Fernandes needed to be a pinpoint cross. Neto was up in the box on the far side.
Yeah, it has to be pinpoint, accurate to Pedro Neto. He's not the tallest. He's not going to win you a header in the box there. And unfortunately, Portugal just
यही
gets it
अटैक
out.
रखना चाहिए
Defending
तो
it
ही
in from
जीतेगी.
Colombia, but it had to scramble
अगर
a little
अटैक
bit
नहीं
in these
रखेंगे
last 5
पोर्चुगल
minutes or
वाले
so.
तो पोर्चुगल हार
There's been a
जाएगी.
little added edge in the
मतलब
last
जितना डिफेंस
4
करते
minutes
उतना
here in this one.
घान कर
Real
देते.
pressure now. João Felix!
फेलिक्स.
Just over the top.
Just lifted another gear, haven't they, Portugal? Quick throw in. Good move from João Felix. His first touch is very good. Just can't wait long enough to get that ball slightly out of his reach. Hence why he's sort of stretching for it.
नाइस
Can't
अटेम्प्ट
get
यार
over the
फेलिक्स
ball.
मैंडेस. नाइस अटेम्प्ट.
But nice play
ऐसे ही
from
करते
Portugal and
रहेंगे
João
ये लोग.
Felix.
ऐसे
Very,
ही
very
जाने.
close once again for Portugal.
He's had a very productive season, João Felix, in the Saudi Pro League alongside Cristiano Ronaldo. 26 goals he scored in his first season in that league. But here come Colombia now with James Rodriguez. Colombia haven't tested Diogo Costa in the Portuguese goal since the hydration break. Just changed the tempo of the game.
We've noticed that quite a bit in this tournament already, haven't we? These hydration breaks can influence massively the
बहुत
tempo of the
डिफेंसिव
game.
जागी
We've
थी
seen
भाई.
it swing
जैसे ही
in
स्टार्ट होते
different
मैच के
directions
तो
on
अब
each
तेज गोल
occasion,
हो
or
जाता.
often after the hydration breaks.
Deepest we've seen Luis Diaz in possession of the ball as well inside his own half there for a moment. Sanchez.
I just feel like he felt he wanted a touch of the ball. They've been under so much pressure. Colombia, I don't think he's touched the ball for the last 10 minutes or so.
Puerta. Machado available far side. Rodriguez just nearby and now in possession. Here's Gustavo Puerta. Happy to leave it to James Rodriguez. The Colombian national record 11th appearance in the World Cup finals tonight for him, the number 10.
फुल अटैक करना पड़ेगा ये लोग को बॉल
First
मिलते साथ ही.
Diaz. First season
लुइस
he's
डियाज
had with
अगर
Bayern
काटना
Munich.
शुरू कर दिया तो वो तो गोली मार
What a
देगा.
summer he's hoping to have with Colombia.
हाँ.
Arias. Santiago Arias now. Yellow shirts
बॉल है.
gathering in the box.
बॉल है.
Rodriguez looks for an
बॉल
opening.
है. क्या
Lerma.
क्या गेम बना रहे हैं ये लोग.
Touch from Ronaldo, trying to pick out Pedro Neto. Free kick Colombia.
क्या है
Just
यार.
slightly rushing their shots. James Rodriguez initially throws a dummy, then looks to put it back on his right. Doesn't get a good strike on the ball.
नहीं.
But nice little bit of pressure once again from Colombia. Now they're coming back into the game. The tempo's been raised a little bit from Colombia.
फुल अटैक पे कोलंबिया.
Skips away past the boot of Diaz.
Yeah. Player of his quality, expecting just to take that touch, turn, he had a bit of space.
क्या कर रहे हैं.
26 goals, Luis Diaz, this season. 7 of them in the Champions League for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, he's had an exceptional season in the Bundesliga and in the Champions League, like you mentioned, for Bayern Munich.
Cristiano Ronaldo sent toppling into the advertising warnings. Hasn't missed a minute so far at this World Cup, Ronaldo.
Well, I think that's how he likes
He
it.
didn't give him an inch there, did he?
I think that's how he likes it, doesn't he? He likes to be involved all the time. Momentum, keeping up the speed of the game.
तो होएगा.
Good play, Nuno Mendes. Just got away from João Felix.
क्या कर रहा है यार.
Cordoba. Luis Diaz just pause for half a second too long, and João Cancelo mugged at the ball. Away comes John Arias. Yellow shirts flooding forward. Vega stands firm. Here's a chance, and an easy save. The shot from Gustavo Puerta. Oh, really good play. Just couldn't get the ball out underneath his feet. Ran out of space. This looks interesting now from Portugal's point of view. It's Pedro Neto on the charge. Lukumi, brilliantly timed. Yeah, it needed to be as well because Pedro Neto was really picking up some pace, looking to try and drop the shoulder and get past him. But Lukumi was so well positioned and very perfectly timed challenge. A minimum of 3 additional minutes here at the end of this opening half in Miami as Colombia press forward with Luis Diaz.
पोर्चुगल को 2 गोल मारने के थे, लीड पे रहने लगे
Yeah, it just seemed to force it a little bit, didn't he? I mean, maybe that's a bit of frustration because he hasn't been in position for quite some time, had hardly any touches. Bit of skill there by Lukumi. Rodriguez. Looking for Luis Diaz and picking him out. Of course he did. Pitch perfect passing. Machado sends it in, and Vitinha's in the right place to just jab the ball away and bring Neto into the play. It's looking rather stretched here in the closing moments of the first half. And it's with Nuno Mendes. Ronaldo's in position. João Felix in possession. Portugal on the front foot. Ronaldo got close to getting that shot away. Rodriguez. Foul by Nuno Mendes. Advantage played by referee Pagani. And it's collected by Cordoba. Pushed away by Costa. Collected by Cancelo. And here comes Pedro Neto.
ये कोलंबिया बहुत टफ है.
Portugal advancing rapidly.
हाँ
Neto in towards
हाँ
Ronaldo. Sanchez there for
0-0
Colombia.
हाँ हाँ एक हाफ होने दो, एक हाफ खत्म होने दो. हाँ हाँ
And then Alexis Messi get back and help defend. Reckless end-to-end play at the end of the first half on this humid night in Miami. As these two teams go toe-to-toe just before half-time. Puerta tries to get the shot in.
मैं नीचे नहीं कर लाइव कर रहा हूँ मैं.
Referee says that'll do it. Everyone can catch their breath for 15 minutes here after 45 minutes plus 3 of additional time of intense, sweaty football. Here's the final effort of the first half from James Rodriguez, pushed away by Diogo Costa, who also made an excellent save earlier in the half. Both teams have had their moments. Neither team has managed to make the breakthrough. And as they head off the pitch here at half time, all to play for. It's Colombia nil, Portugal nil.
मैं पोर्चुगल की स्क्वाड दिखाता हूँ पहले. पोर्चुगल का जो पूरा पैटर्न है ना, पोर्चुगल मोस्टली है ना यही पार्ट पे खेलती है, हाफ डी के पहले वाले हिस्से पर. वो लोग को वहां से आगे बढ़ना ही होगा. पोर्चुगल को अगर जीतना है ये मैच और आगे क्वालिफाई करना है, तो ये जो बेटिना वाली लाइन है ना, ये लोग मोस्टली यहाँ पर ही खेल रहे, सिर्फ और सिर्फ यहाँ पर बेटिना वाली लाइन पर ही खेल रहे. ये लोग को ये लाइन से आगे आना पड़ेगा इफ दे वांट टू स्कोर. जब भी ये लोग ये लाइन से आगे आए, दे वर डेंजरस. बट ये लोग जब तक यहाँ पे खेल रहे ना, रूबन नेवेस, नुनो मेंडेस, रूबन डियाज, यही लाइन पे खेल रहे. मतलब खुद के हाफ में मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम बॉल है. कोलंबिया के हाफ में हार्डली कोई बॉल गया है, हार्डली कोई बॉल गया ये लोगों का. हार्डली कोई बॉल गया कोलंबिया के हाफ में. बहुत मुश्किल से चांसेस क्रिएट, जीरो चांसेस क्रिएट करे. बॉल डालने की कोई सेंस नहीं. पेड्रो नेटो क्या कर रहा है मेरे को तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस क्या कर रहा है वो भी कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। हाँ बट ब्रूनो थोड़ा 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 एक्टिवली सोच रहा है, थोड़ा अटैक पे जाने की ट्राई कर रहा है, बट मोस्टली बॉल आ ही नहीं रहा है, बॉल ही नहीं आ रहा है पोजीशन से बाहर। मतलब कि वो लोग 4-2-3-1 खेल रहे हैं, ऐसा लग रहा है वो लोग खेल रहे हैं 6-6-3-1, 6-3-1। रोनाल्डो अकेला स्ट्राइकिंग पोजीशन पे खड़ा है, 0 चांसेस क्रिएट है अभी तक के, क्योंकि पोर्चुगल के पास बॉल ही नहीं रह रहा है, बॉल ही नहीं है पोर्चुगल के पास। और ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ कोलंबिया, दे आर डूइंग ग्रेट। कोलंबिया बहुत बिल्ला खेल रही है, ये जो कोलंबिया की जो टीम है ये बहुत नेक्स्ट लेवल की, दे आर गोइंग ऑल आउट अटैक। मतलब इनका ये जो लेफ्ट विंगर है, राइट विंगर है, वो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम ऑन द साइड ऑफ पोर्चुगल के हाफ में ही है। पूरे टाइम वो लोग ने एग फार्मिंग करे है सिर्फ और सिर्फ पोर्चुगल के हाफ में, कोलंबियन प्लेयर्स ने। एंड लुइस डियाज तो मेरे को बहुत रेयरली दिखा है, बट वो जब भी लुइस डियाज के और खामेस के पास बॉल आ रहा है, दे आर लुकिंग लाइक कि ये लोग बहुत डेंजरस लग रहे हैं। मतलब अभी जो लास्ट अटेम्प्ट जो खामेस का हम लोग ने देखे, मतलब इट वाज ऑलमोस्ट अ गोल। अगर मैं बोलूँ कि अगर ये 2014 वाला खामेस होता तो वाला गोल, वो वाला गोल होता। द वे पोर्चुगल्स आर प्लेइंग, लगता नहीं है कि दे आर गोना विन। बहुत डिफिकल्ट टाइम जाएगा। और मैं देख रहा हूँ कि पोर्चुगल के हाफ में कोलंबियन प्लेयर ऑलमोस्ट 6 to 7 प्लेयर्स पोर्चुगल के एंड में अपना अड्डा बना के बैठे हैं। बाकी वी कांट एक्सपेक्ट एनीथिंग फ्रॉम पोर्चुगल एज पर दे आर प्लेइंग। भाई वो लोग बहुत बेकार खेल रहे हैं, बहुत बोल दो बहुत। बहुत बेकार खेल रही है पोर्चुगल, जरा भी गेम नहीं बना पा रही है। ऐसा लग रहा है टूट गई है एकदम अंदर ही अंदर। तो चलो थोड़ा टाइम के रेड में रिडेम्पशन खेलेंगे, थोड़े ही टाइम के लिए रेड में रिडेम्पशन खेलते, फिर उसके बाद वापस से लाइव भी करेंगे। बट द वे पोर्चुगल आर प्लेइंग, इट्स मेकिंग मी वरीड यार। जो हिसाब से पोर्चुगल खेल रही है, जरा भी अच्छा गेम नहीं खेल रही है, जरा भी। जीरो 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 एक्सपेक्ट, जीरो गेम बनाई अभी तक के, चांसेस तो है ही नहीं। मतलब वो लोग कोलंबिया की फिजिकलिटी के सामने हार गए, तो भाई क्या ही एक्सपेक्टेशंस कर सकते हैं। मतलब कोलंबियन टीम लोग को फंसा रही है, बॉडी से बोलो कुछ भी बोलो, लोग कोलंबिया के सामने गेम नहीं बना पा रहे बिकॉज ऑफ देयर फिजिकलिटी। और गेम बना रहे तो भी नॉनसेंस बन रहा है। जैसे कि लास्ट चांस जब पेड्रो नेटो को रोनाल्डो को बॉल डालना चाहिए था, तो उसने एकदम डीप इन द बॉक्स डाल दिया। तो भाई व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग। 15 मिनट्स का ब्रेक है, सुनो जब तक के रेड रिडेम्पशन खेल लेते। नहीं यार, आई वाज नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ मूवमेंट बाय पोर्चुगल। इतनी इतनी डिफिकल्ट मैच में, इतनी सिंसियर मैच में ये गेम प्ले दिखाना, इट्स लाइक स्टूपिडिटी यार। बहुत ज्यादा एड खाली कर दी। क्या कर रही है पोर्चुगल यार, बहुत दिमाग खराब हो रहा है जब तक के मोड प्रेस कर दे रैंडम अटेंशन के लिए कुछ हंटी कर लेगा तुम। मेरे को तो वो बड़ा वाला जानवर है भाई, वो बहुत ओपी गेम है रैंडम। अगर जो करिए ना पोर्चुगल में आवाज पूरा मूड से क्या पीट डाली गई। बाइसन को मार दिया तुमने और इसको उठा थोड़ी सकते। बाइसन को मार दो दिए। मैं बाइसन को उठा भी नहीं सकता तुमने। क्या मिला है इससे बड़े जानवर को मारने कुछ भी नहीं। हाँ, दूसरा बाइसन हैंड डाउन कर दिया मैंने। हम जैसा ये बाइसन भी अगर स्क्रीन ले सकते हैं तो उठा के लेके नहीं लग सकता क्या। बहुत बिल्ला दिखाते हैं। आके बाद में तो